Hey, what's up, people? Mark Duncan here, running for Oregon's next governor. Now, one of the things that I'm big about is fathers' rights. I'm big about pro-life and the fact that us as American citizens have been literally subverted into believing abortion is a valid solution. So, let me go down first. Fathers' rights. Now, see, this is where I think it all begins. Was in 1973 when Roe versus Wade passes. It establishes what's called woman's choice. To me, this is the beginning of men's rights starting to get diminished in this country. What they began saying and allowing inside courtrooms all over this country is not equality. It's one-sided control. So now, when you talk about the fatherhood role, everything from disciplining their children to earning a living for their children, fathers everywhere are diminished. Their roles diminished. Legislation starts getting passed in order to limit the way a parent can discipline their child. They pass laws making it a criminal act to yell at a child, let alone spank him or her. Now, what happens is, because the courtrooms are set up as one-sided, they're set up as woman's choice. The problem is men have little to no say in what happens with their child's life. They can't stop an abortion. Many times they're screwed out of custody simply because they're not equal. Many times child support is awarded simply because they're not equal. Fathers in this country have literally been led to believe they're nothing more than a child support check. Well, we need to stop this. This needs to end. So, the number one thing that we need to fight for as Americans, as Oregonians, and as fathers is our rights. Starting with our right to stop an abortion. Our right to protect the lives of our children. That's our number one thing. From there, we should be fighting for true equal rights. 50-50 inside a courtroom, to where no gender has a leg up over the other in a custody battle. We should be fighting for a system designed to be in the true best interest of a child, which is both parents actively working together, not fighting each other or causing more drama and conflict. What we need is a system that works for both parents. In order to achieve that, we need to fight for true equality. And it starts right at conception. It starts with abortion. It starts with legislation after abortion. We need to protect these children's lives before and after. We need to start raising young men into being fathers, responsible men that provide and nourish for their children. We need to stop convincing fathers that they're deadbeats. Instead, we need to start encouraging them to be members and more bigger members of our societies and of our children's lives. We need to fight for our rights. Our right to tell CPS to back off. Our right to raise our children the way we seem fit, as long as the child is not being hurt, abused, or neglected. This is truly our right as parents, as Americans, and as Oregonians. This is why I am running as Oregon's next governor, because one of the biggest things that I believe in is fathers stepping up, fathers taking more charge of that role and being fathers. Court systems that recognize fathers as equal parents before birth and after. What I'm fighting for is true equality. Not choice, but equality. 50-50 down the line. This is exactly what we need. We need true equality. We need representation that will represent true equality. Representation that will help represent the rights of the child, as well as both parents. Far too many kids are getting stuck in a system because dads are being brainwashed to believe they're nothing more than a deadbeat. Fathers aren't the only ones that get addicted to drugs. Fathers aren't the only ones that commit domestic violence and lose their children. Yet, the court system seems to think that. We must change this narrative. We must take control and stand up and fight for our rights as dads, as fathers, and as men. Thank you. Please get out there, support my campaign. Mark Duncan is Oregon's next governor. Together we will redeem the state of Oregon, starting with our rights as parents. Enough with the one-sided woman's choice. Enough with our bodies over our babies. Give us the right to protect our children. Give us the right to be 50-50 parents inside every courtroom in America. Until that time comes, there is not truly equality. Thank you. God bless. Have a great day. Duncan, out.